Hello, in this video we're going to continue with the ball bounce, going from left to right of the screen. So it's always a good idea to do some researching before you start a project and see how other people have done it. This is a very common animation exercise because you learn so much from it. So you can look through here. Just be wary of some of these references because they could steer you wrong. But what you're looking for is a progression of height. So it's going up, it's getting shorter as it goes, as it's losing energy, and the width, so the distance, how it's progressively getting shorter. Another good resource is YouTube. If you just search what you're looking for and put reference, you might find something like this, which is great. Pierre Crot made, which is awesome. So we can hit play and you can see kind of and he put this overlay on top, which is great. How it gets progressively shorter. See how it gets the widths get a little bit shorter as they go, and the height is losing energy. And then you see those little mini bumps, and this way we can also figure out how many bounces we should have. So this one it's coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. I'm including these mini little bounces because that really adds a lot. And you'll notice that this has rotation in it. So if you look at that, it's rotating as it's going to. So that'll be really important. So let's go to Maya and go here. So this layout is the standard workspace layout. So if you want that with this here, I prefer to have this on a separate screen because this feels pretty tight, but for demonstration, I'm doing this. So, all right. I am going to just start putting everything in and then change the timing afterwards. So I'll put this on the 10th frame. I'll wait for this to go in. Actually, so I want the camera to start before the ball goes into the frame, just to give, otherwise it feels like a little too abrupt. So I'm gonna select this and go to the 10th. I'm holding down middle mouse and then I'm going to go over to the 10th frame so it didn't change and hit S. You'll see that nothing happened. So now I'm going to have this on the 20th frame go up, this, hit S. So it's going to look kind of weird in the beginning. Gotta be okay with the weird or the bad. Okay. S to key it. And so now go to 40. This go up. Yes, I can adjust it a little bit as I go. So I'm trying to get this kind of progression. Now you can even go to each one and just key it. Insert key and then adjust it. Maybe that is a little bit faster for people. For this kind of thing, it probably is. So insert key, then move it up, holding down shift so it doesn't move. If you hold down shift before you start moving, it will kind of keep it on that frame. Like that. here. Move it up. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna insert key, not eye it like that. And then insert key, and select it. So, and this will put it in the position, so 0 is what we want. It's on the 90th frame. Okay. And I think that all, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a lot more to do, and probably spacing also. So bum, bum, bum. All right. I probably won't. I'll probably speed this up so it's not so long. But basically, you're putting in your frames, and then there's another tool here that might be useful. I'm gonna select all this. There's this button right here, which is the region tool, and you can scale and move them. So I can scale this like that and progressively make it smaller like that, and just see how that feels. So it's way too fast, obviously. So then I'm just expanding out, but now I have the progression. Boom, 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 boom. And now I can select all these ones, break the connection, flatten, and I'm going to select all these, go to my curves, go to weighted tangents, and I will start making this like that. So I'm taking this side. Oh, why is this not doing? Okay, so I was having a hard time rotating this, and hitting WER, it must have been gotten into a weird state. So sometimes that gets you out of some weird, maybe I was in some kind of tool or something, but so now I'm just making this so that the hits will go fast, and make sure that is broken, so like that, because right now it's going slow, speeds up, then slows down before it hits, and that's not how gravity works. So in there, something like that, and I'll have this kind of round out. Maybe I'll break that tangent, so it feels something like this. Okay, so at least the hits are gonna feel right, but I'm guessing the timing's gonna be off, so yeah, it feels like it's hovering in the beginning. Right. Let's see that. Maybe just moving this like that, because this is kind of throwing me off that it's kind of hovering. Maybe move this over so this feels correct. Okay. So now I think this needs to be shorter. Shorter. And then I am going to, so I'm going to check to see what the length is here. So I'm going to hold down shift and move this so that I make sure my keys are actually on keys. Sometimes this, when you do that scale thing, it will put your keys on a sub key, so like 58.1 or something. So holding down shift and moving it kind of resets that. So now move this over 1. So it feels like it's getting shorter. And do another one. I might make this shorter like that. Okay, so this is that, do all the stuff we did before. It's getting stuck for some reason when I do that. Weird. Okay. It does not like me to, if I change this to being a rotation. Okay. 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 I think I might add a key here and just delete this key because it's kind of throwing me off that it feels wrong. So there's a weird bump, 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 bump. Maybe another. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably need 2 more. Okay. So now that was 8. And that feels good. So this is the spot that you want to get to before you move on to squash and stretch and rotation. So where it kind of feels good, you're getting a progressive. Your curve should look similar to this. About 8 bounces, and they progressively get shorter. There's peaks. They're not like going easing in into the ground. So something like that. I'll see you in the next video.